wuffie versus EOL. Why are we picking names that are hard to pronounce? We gotta fix that. But a nice little Trident 2 matchup between Rushdown as well as a character that kind of wants to get away, but could definitely take advantage of the weaknesses that Zetterburn has, putting them off stage, as well as how good the range options that Fleet has to offer, despite all the nerfs in the past. Still a very solid character, and lots to see continue on as we head on to Go Die Delta. Once again, a little bit of a scrap fest as expected, but Fleet can't compete with it, and a missed parry on both sides. No big punish, however, so we'll be staying alive, and fantastic movement as well, just making sure to kind of show off that these platforms are not to be trifled with. And the Trident True up tilt on Fleet's end is such a good dash check option, and it just catches people trying to jump into you as well. Great get up and just great reactions as well, completely disregarding any other thing, just kept running, knowing that was the best options that EOL had to possibly go for. But wuffie, they shut it down, and taking full advantage of this with the up special finds its way through, and a DI in. That's going to be an instant punish with the up strong uppercut with the fire and flames activated as well. That's for sure going to be taking that stock. And great parry, yes. Exactly what you need to do when you catch onto the tempo of these Zetterburn players. They love trying to take a shine to make everything plus. So you have to throw in those parries because there is just enough time to do so. Make it so that they have to second guess these things and give yourself a chance in the mix-up game. And hold up, lots of pressure. DI-ins on these throws a little dangerous. And a missed parry, well, if you're not too aware of it so far at least. But getting trapped on this right side of the stage, really good stuff by EOL to sort of keep the pressure up. But they do escape, however, and trying to continue the pressure down, just a straight up strong. Got caught landing, patiently waiting, and real good stuff so far. Trying to find some way to make this stock disappear. And hopefully that will be soon. Trying to get it down. I love the little attempt using the up special. Being able to edge cancel it makes it such a good option. And now a bear added to the ranks, but just grabbed the ledge in time. And instead gets hit up with so many bears. These DI-ins are getting checked. And look at this pressure from that shine. Great stuff using the dodger, or trying to use everything to recover back, and does so successfully. A little bit of clash on the aerials, but stuck on the right side of the stage, which seems God forever, and a shine spike trying to seal the fate. Great tech. Get yourself out of that painful situation, and the forward strong, the arrow finds its mark, but missing at all these opportunities, and you're slowly bleeding out. He needs to find some way to do it. And the dare not being able to connect. All of a sudden, that momentum from the first stock just kind of does a whole 180, and a down tilt surely will lead to a finisher. Great usage of the backwards hitbox of that bear. Such a solid option, but you didn't break the special pummel. The forward throw won't kill, however. Not close enough to the right side of the stage, but great stuff using the down tilt. Cuts that one out. And instantly. Stage strikes come into play. I wouldn't mind like a bigger stage, and Fire Capital will be selected. As everyone should know, it's been a good hot minute, but they did change Fire Capital to make the side blast zones smaller. So it could be a little dangerous for wuffie. Just needs to be careful of not getting forward strong or forward thrown as well. Those can be hella lethal, especially when you got the mark on. And already being pressured off onto the right side of the stage, and the burn marker's on. Look at that instant adjustment. Where EOL would usually go for the up strongs, instead goes for the forward ones. And I guess that's like the theoretical reason why we wanted to go onto this stage. Just died to those up strongs twice in a row. Not too happy about that one, and instead just wants to be able to get not only get the space, but being able to manipulate using the up special on those edge cancels And does so successfully, but an upstrong like that one does not get anything. Great stuff on the floor hug, but eats plenty of damage. Look at this. Jet stream shot, and it sends in a tornado. And an excellently placed dare. That's gonna finish the job. Once again, has a lead start up, and oh, that forward strong was so close to connecting. But why do that when the fair will get the job done? Oh. Here comes the storm. Here comes the hurricane. All these attacks. You need to be so careful about this one at a burned air dodge. Needs to find some way to set Fleet's game up. Excellent reversal. Doesn't lead to the biggest amount of that punish, but instead gets out. Great usage of the floor hug once again. Activate with them crouch canceling pressure. With the bear, hold up. That's a really unfortunate. The nair sent into the opposite direction that wuffie wanted, but a great parry leads into this pressure. And forced off stage, you're not going to make that one back anytime soon. There's just so much distance you have to cover to try to make it back, and Fleet can just cover all of those angles. Those down airs are just going to be the end of you from Zetterburn. And almost just got cleaned up on the last part. Like, these attempts right now that EOL is doing is just so dangerous. And look at that, surviving the upstrong, even with the marker. This is why the counter pick was selected, and the benefits of it are being shown off right here, so kind of showing it was a smart pick. At the same time, there are still dangers of playing against Zetterburn on this kind of stage, and it's the wave shine and the forward strong activates. Surely that's gonna do it, and does so with finesse, trying to land it with the upstrong. I like the arrow shot, but this gets a little dangerous. Hold on. Here comes the fire burning passive. There's a 5% undeterred and almost got the grab afterwards. Just ran out of stage to try to go for more of this pressure, and wuffie once again needs to escape this sort of disadvantage state. Just try to even back out to the neutral, understanding that EOL has to be the one to make the first move. Great combo, and here comes the tick down. Able to just make it back. Reads the option, but just wasn't fast enough to pull the trigger. The bear finds its mark, but seems to get away. So hold on, dodge arrow. That was really dangerous, putting yourself in the corner like that one, but down throw, surely with the DI mix as well. The hard DI in gets punished with a nice slick bear, leading into a 1-to-1 scoreline. This is a best of 3 after all. You just have to, man, what? Harbor? Don't let Zetterburn kind of go on one of the favorable stages, but it can be deadly. So we'll see what the strikes are. You could get rid of all the other ones, but Merchant Port, I was expecting it. Amazing benefits for both of these characters, and honestly, what wasn't banned, you're gonna have to take anyways. So once again, the scrapping continues. This wuffie trying to ride that momentum from the last set in great hold up. This leads to so many grabs and trying to activate on there. Thankfully, it does tick down, so gets a little bit more damage and trying to continue it on, but hold on. Zetterburn's got more to say, got more to fight with, trying to stop this and throw out aerials left and right within the air, but Fleet's the ruler of the skies. And cuts off the attempt on the cancel with the up special. And I like it. And the movement, you just have to respect that fair jet stream shot. Throw it out in a way where you still can get the parry off of it, so you gotta be a little bit careful throwing out willy-nilly. But an excellent confirm comes out of nowhere with a nice little plat drop. And the dodge arrow gets thrown out. Great shine spike. But the mix-up on the timing, and once again, these dodge arrows to change the momentum of Fleet. To keep this Zetterburn guessing is doing some fantastic work. The down throw does not get DI'd in, so no up strong. Great stuff from wuffie to be well aware of that one, but the jet stream stop, it set up something, but what a call out. Hits it with the up strong, having none of that with a quick little uppercut. A reminder saying that last counter pick made it a little difficult. But when we're on this nice little stage, I'm gonna have more of my game plan. No punish after that. And the flip onto the stage, letting Zetterburn live in a place where surely that was the only option unless you screw it up, and wuffie trying to find some way to stop. It's not bleeding at this point, trying to stop the burning. Because it's getting bad. And hold up the edge cancel, but the arrow does not find its mark once again. Surely this setup afterwards, no, misses once more, and it's turning into a disaster. Zetterburn's running away with this lead, and it's only gonna get worse. Finally able to stop it. But so much pressure on the line. You're at even percentages, but we've seen exactly what Zetterburn can do. Great crouch cancel and the multi-hits. But we've been stuck on the right side of the stage for God knows how long. It tries to attempt for a hard read because you're so behind, and that just leaves you open for the freest punish ever. And all these cancels honestly don't mean much to Zetterburn's heal. Just simply saying you still have to be the ones to take the huge amount of risk and try to go for something ridiculous at this point to try to make this comeback happen. Trying to get a parry amidst the pressure that's going in there, but 89%. You're one good up strong away from dying, a wave shine to an up strong, or just getting double fared off in another parry attempt. Not gonna find its mark. And it's looking rough for Fleet. I missed up strong though. Tried to lead to something, but the stall is still here, and Fleet's one of those characters that can make these kind of comebacks happen. And that's one way to do it, but a missed opportunity like that one, I'm afraid that you won't get much of a chance afterwards, and Zetterburn cleans it up. There was a shot, but as soon as the arrow missed on the second half, it was just out. I didn't see much of a chance, and